It's been 5,000 years.
Welcome to another video. Today I'm testing out some of the best engines that you can include, specifically because Konami just released, or they're about to release, a new secret pack. The secret pack is going to have the adventure engine, so I'm testing out a deck with the adventure engine, which you'll be able to get your hands on if you don't have it already pretty easily, and testing out some hero engines. Now everyone's seen the DPE engine. This has been around for a while, but we're also playing another hero engine which involves the Shadow Mist, and we got to see if we draw into the engine. We'll see how it performs. The deck I'm using to test out these engines is a little bit of Unchained. All right, now this wasn't a great start, to be completely honest, but because we got the DPE, we can pop our Unchained and summon an Unchained during our opponent's turn. So let's see how it works out. We also got the double cockroach. Let's just slam that in the standby phase. Opponent popping us with a Raigeki. All right, they're doing our work for us. Let's see how this goes. Unchained is not the best deck to slot random engines into because it's very restrictive. It locks you into fiends. So if you can play while locked into fiends, then your engine will work. But if it can't, then you're gonna have a hard time. So the best engines are the ones that don't really restrict you and don't care if you get locked into certain archetypes. Opponent is playing Dark Magician, so now we get to find out, is this deck Dark Magician tier? People always make fun of me. All right, we summoned the Unchained Soul of Disaster when our monster got destroyed, and this one lets us target an opponent's monster and use it to link summon, but opponent's got nothing right when we summoned it, so we're just gonna have to wait. Opponent summoning the classic Dark Magician, gonna banish our monster on the field. Very rude, only giving us one card here. Drawn into Abomination's Prison. Secrets of Dark Magic. Opponent making a Dark Magician's, gonna get in for big damage, give us another card, and here it is. All right, now we get to show it off. The other half of the hero engine, we have Hero Lives, and all right, now I gotta reveal something embarrassing. Okay, now I am playing 2 copies of Shadow Mist, because if you have the Shadow Mist in hand, the Hero Lives little package doesn't work. You gotta have the Shadow Mist in the deck, otherwise it doesn't work. But you know what? It's all right. DP gonna come back, save us. Pretend like we didn't have a rough time here. DP activate. Opponent trying to summon a Dark Magician from the graveyard. I don't think so. Get popping. Eternal Soul. Gonna destroy all our opponent's monsters. DP gonna resummon itself during our next turn. Opponent going to activate to search, but no. Or draw a card, sorry. Draw negated. Was this the best use of Ash Blossom? Probably not, but I don't care. I don't want my opponent getting any value. Get to the graveyard. Let's slam Max C number 2, because opponent's about to summon some Dark Magicians from the deck. This probably would have been a better effect to Ash Blossom, but you know what? I just want to draw some cards. Dark Magician on the field. Dark Magician Girl on the field. Opponent with that second copy, a Dark Magician using the Salvation. All right, and now we got a very nice full hand of cards. Thank you, opponent. Let's Hero Lives. We got Solid Soldier here. You don't need this. You can cut this. I'll talk about the whole list at the end of the video. What's in the engine, what's not in the engine. So make sure you stick around for that. For now, let's see how it performs. We got Wailing of the Unchained. We got the Unchained Twins. The water one. This is why it's a water deck. If you know my channel, you'll know we only play water decks here. This is a water deck. All right. Pop the spell. Summon the twins. Twins. Summon the twins from the graveyard. Pop the twins from the graveyard. Special summon the Abominable Unchained. Gonna discard that useless card to pop their back row. Link Shokan into the Unchained Soul of Anguish. That's gonna let us pop a card on the field using the Wailing. Steal their waifu. Turn it into an Abomination. Very flavorful. Alright, I love the Unchained. Let's crash into Dark Magician because the monster got destroyed. Abomination pops another monster. We're gonna pop that other Dark Magician. We're gonna attack. At the end of turn, we get to pop a card on the field. Love this. Unchained Abomination. Honestly, this card is hilarious. All you need is 2 monsters and a Link monster. And it just pops so much an opponent can't handle the value. They are out of here. Alright. Let's try again, see if we can get our engines working. Let's go on to the next game. Alright. We got our adventure engine. You're going to be able to get your hands on this one pretty soon. So if you don't have it, it's going to be a great chance to get it because this engine can just slot into pretty much any deck. It does mess up your normal summon. If you have a monster that has a normal summon effect, you can't do that and use the adventure package, but a lot of decks don't need a normal summon effect. Unchained, pop a back row, summon itself for free, and that's a special summon, not a normal summon. Get Searching with the Faithful, get the very rideable dragon, summon the Unchained twins from the deck, pop the Unchained, summon the Abominable Unchained, link Shokan into Solar Rage. Solar Rage, quick effect during our opponent's main phase. We can steal a monster they control to link summon. Let's search for, and because we're locked into Fiends, alright, right now, because we activated these effects, we're locked into Fiends, but the adventure package has two kind of free summonable monsters, the Illegal Knight and the Wandering Griffin Rider. And the Griffin Rider is great, but it's not a Fiend. This one, Illegal Knight, a Fiend. So we get to special summon it for free right now. Now, even if you do want to play the Griffin Rider, it's not the end of the world because you can special summon it during the main phase of your opponent's turn. So you just wait till your opponent's turn, you're no longer locked into Fiends, you summon it then. Opponent will have a chance to activate an effect though before you have the Griffin Rider on field, so it's a bit dangerous. Illegal Knight on the field. Opponent, what have you got? Opponent, Legacy of the Duelist, summoning an egg. It is, alright, anime day today. We got Dark Magicians, and now we got Blue Eyes. Opponent attacking with the White Stone, triggering the Legacy of the Duelist, lets them pop a back row. Just going to let this happen. We don't really care if this gets popped. That's actually good. Dracoback getting popped just comes back to the field. And we kind of don't need the Faithful Adventure anymore. It's done its job. Done its job already. Opponent popping it. Here we go, Naito. Gonna bounce their monster back to hand. And their set back row, they're just gonna reset it. Alright, opponent. Now we show off the value. Let's get back the Regal Knight. Summon it again. And opponent hitting us with the Gravedigger's Trap hole, negating the effect of the Illegal Knight. That is A-OK. We'll summon it during their turn. Let's go to attack mode. Let's get in with the twins. Let's get in with the Unchained. Let's get in with a token. Alright, now you're thinking, hey, this isn't lethal damage. What are you doing? You look like a fool. Well, we got the Unchained twins. The water one. Special ability, quick effect, target a card on the field. Pop it. Alright. And look at this sweet play, alright? We already attacked with it. Now, we target a card our opponent controls and a card we control. Pop both of them, alright? So we get to pop their Legacy of Duelist. Then we activate the quick effect of our Unchained twins. Pop the Escape. That means they're both going to get popped. Both of them are going to summon an Unchained from the deck. That's two summons. Two more monsters. Both can attack. We're still in the battle phase. Opponent not going to wait to see it. Lethal damage from the Unchained. Alright, that's why Unchained is a fun deck, alright? So many pops. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, we still have one engine to show off. And here it is. Hero Lives. We finally get to do it. The Hero Lives engine. Very easy. Opponent, Maxian. Alright, you know what? That's okay. This engine is pretty versatile if you get hit with the Maxi. We summon the Shadow Mist. It searches for the Masco Changeo. And we just wait. Alright, now we're going to Fusion Destiny too because, you know what, we're playing all engines, going to show off the engines. Let's activate Fusion Destiny engine. Alright, we can start popping our Abominations Prison and summoning our Unchained during our opponent's turn. And the Mass Change we can activate during our opponent's turn too. So we got a lot of value and not really playing in the Maxi very much. We just let Maxi be a pot of greed, that's fair. Fair and balanced card, alright? If you like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe. But we're about to do rude things to our opponent. Harpy, Feather Duster. Not going to be a fun time for them because... Oh no! Opponent, this is very rude, okay? Maybe don't subscribe yet. Subscribe later. Opponent super polying. Stealing both of our monsters. Opponent, what are you doing? Why are you playing super poly? And what do you have that uses two of our monsters? Opponent is playing heroes. Oh no. You can't respond to super poly, right? Because it's fair. You can't respond to it. They're going to pop our back row, so we're still in this. Shadow Mist going to trigger search for a hero. Unchained going to search to summon a monster from the deck. Prison going to summon a monster from the deck. Let's get two Unchains. We get the Water Unchained. We get the Unchained twins. Opponent. Oh no. I don't know if you saw the opponent added a plasma to hand. Not ideal. Alright, let's just hope they can't make that. Opponent. Activating polymerization. Gonna fusion summon the Sunrise. Now, what do we pop? Alright, because, so, spoiler alert, alright. Unchained Twins, quick effect pop. We can pop our under Unchained Twins. Summon the big Unchained from the deck. That's the one that discards a card to pop a card on field. So we actually, it looks like we don't have very much, but we actually have a live pop. So we got one pop. DP at home. Opponent. What are you doing? Summoning the Stratos. Getting a Honest Neos. And I thought, you know, it was the chance, alright? I was like, I can hope they do something else. Or I can try and pop with their monsters so they don't summon Plasma. Problem with Plasma is, now they have Plasma, alright? It negates the effect of face-up monsters your opponent controls. So we actually don't have an out for the Plasma. So we're going to go home. Let's go home right now. Let's go. On to the next game. Alright, the secret to this deck is don't play against heroes. Alright, now, we got the Hero Lives. Alright, now we're going to show it off for real this time. Hero Lives, summon the Shadow Mist, activate the Shadow Mist, get the Mass Change, target the Shadow Mist, summon the darklaw, and darklaw, very good against Tearlaments because any card sent to the graveyard, opponent's graveyard, banished instead. And then once per turn, if they add a card from their deck to their hand, we get to banish a card from their hand at random. So there you go. Engines online. We got Fusion Destiny. We got the Mask Change Darklaw. And we're going to set some Unchained cards. Opponent. Your go. Your move. Opponent with the Zombie World. Alright. Now I thought, you know, should I pop Zombie World? No, let's wait and see what happens. An opponent playing Zombie Necronize. You know what? We don't have to read this card. Let's just see what it does. But we're gonna pop this before they do it. All right. So we don't want our DP getting banished by our own Darklaw because they're about to steal our monster. Opponent stealing. They get to steal a zombie. All right. Now I thought popping it wouldn't be a zombie anymore, so maybe they can't steal it, but they can. Nobody knows how Yu-Gi-Oh's rules work. Let's summon our Unchained Twins from the deck. Activate. And here's the super cool trick. All right. We pop a card our opponent controls with our trap, and then we pop our own trap. Then we trigger both effects. Both are going to get popped. Both searches are going to happen. And even though these are getting banished from the Darklaw, the Unchains just trigger when they're destroyed. They don't care if they go to the graveyard or to the banish zone. Still going to trigger. Opponent protecting their Gazuki so it doesn't get popped. But we got another pop opponent. Abominable Unchained. Discard a card. Pop a monster. Opponent. Crashing our Darklaw, I guess. Wait, hold on a second. Do they only steal it till the end of turn? Why'd they do that? Oh, they only get it till the end phase. I guess opponent had no plays with our Darklaw. DP can pop by its own effect of the Fusion Destiny. And now, we draw. DP comes back. We got the Abomination's Prison to search any Unchained monster. Let's summon the Denier. Search the Unchained Twins. That's going to let us summon an Unchained, or set an Unchained from the graveyard, pop it. Special summon an Unchained from the deck. Unchained Soul, Link Shokan stealing their monster, make the Solar Rage, and let's get in. Battle time. Opponent, this is lethal damage. Do you have anything? They got nothing. Easy. Alright, love to see it. Water deck performing well. Where were our water monsters? Well, you saw he was there. Alright, he's in the graveyard right now. He's resting. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, so far, the engines are performing well. You saw the DP engine. You saw the Adventure engine. You saw the Darklaw engine. Or the Mass Change engine. Opponent. Going to activate their Labyrinth Coup Clock and set to back row. They forgot the effect that everyone forgets, which is you have to control a Labyrinth monster. Otherwise, you can't activate the set traps, alright? So, bit of an oops, opponent. Let's set our escape. Let's pop the escape with the Unchained Twins. Opponent going to activate Big Welcome Labyrinth. Alright, if you're playing against Labyrinth, because this deck is quite popular right now, being in the store and all, do you negate the Big Welcome, or do you negate the other one? And I almost always negate the other one, because this one, the monster has to go back to the hand. Oh my goodness. Opponent, they sneaked us, alright? I thought they had the other other welcome labyrinth, the regular one. Where's the regular one? This one, the welcome labyrinth. That one just special summons a labyrinth from the deck onto the field. But opponent has a dimensional barrier, and they named Synchro. I don't know why they named Synchro, because if you just look at the related cards, you can see this is a Link deck. So why'd you name Synchro, opponent? Opponents can't read. Luckily, we saved our Ash Blossom. Let's negate the Maxi. No need to waste Call By right now. Let's hold Call By. Maxi negated. Dimensional Barrier stopping us from Synchro summoning. Lady Labyrinth going back to the hand. Unchained Twins getting summoned. And opponent, oh, what are you doing, opponent? Don't summon that. Opponent doesn't know what Unchained do, alright? We're about to teach him. We're about to teach him what Unchained do. Opponent has nothing but Lady Labyrinth. Now, if you have a set back row, this monster can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. But opponent doesn't have a set back row right now. Unchained Twin. Summon the Unchained Soul. Let's yoink. Get yoinking. Summon the Unchained Solar Rage. And opponent is done. They don't want to see it anymore. They are too sad. They gone back home. Alright. Let's go on to the next game. Alright. We're going to do one more game. And then I'm going to show you the engines and the deck list. Let's go on. Alright. We are going first. We got the Unchained package. Let's search for the Fire Unchained. Let's do our little adventure. Now, if you're careful here, and you have your Faithful Adventure on field, before you special summon your other monster, you don't have to discard a card. Now, it took me a long time to figure this out, so pay attention. We get our search for the Faithful, the first search, which searches the equip spell, add that to the hand, do that first, before you activate the second effect. Now we're just going to do the rest of our little Unchained thing. We're going to set the Unchained trap, pop the monster, summon the Unchained, link Shokan into the Unchained Soul. Then we're going to activate, now you activate the second mode. You draw or search for an adventure monster. Get the Legal Knight, discard the Dracoback, and Dracoback's effect attaches it to the adventure token. An opponent has seen too much value and they are out here, not going to wait for us to summon the Illegal Knight. Gone home. Alright, love to see it. Let's go on to the deck list. Alright, so here is the full deck list. I got Unchained Heroes, and I know you saw I was running Max C, but I ended up cutting Max C because the deck, I was struggling with it, alright, with the Max C, because the Unchained package is a bit clunky. You gotta draw the right pieces in order to get it to work, and Max C, it's just not a starter, and if it gets Ash Blossomed and you don't have a starter, you're kind of out of it. So I've never been high on Max C. I think it's kind of an unfun card, so cutting Max C wasn't that difficult, and we got to test out more of the engines, so let's go through the deck. We got triple Ash to negate the Max C, of course. We got triple of the twins, alright, of the Unchained Twins. Aruha and Rikeya. This is not part of the engine, this is just the Unchained deck. We got one Sarama. Here's our first engine, alright. We got Denier, we got Dasher, and we got two copies of Fusion Destiny to summon the DPE. Easy engine, can fit into any deck. Usually you want to just do this last, but if you get locked into some sort of archetype like Fiends, the DP not as good. So I did find DP in this deck list to be a bit clunky because you can't do your Unchained combo then summon the DP. So if I were to say, you want to play this deck list, I would say probably cut the Fusion Destiny package, maybe play some other hand traps or some such nonsense. Alright, what else we got? We got Adventure. Alright, Adventure easy. You're going to get your hands on it easily now. Maybe they'll even unlimit some of the adventure cards. Who knows? But we got Water Enchantress. You got two copies of Right. You got the Dracoback. And you got the Fateful Adventure. No extra deck slots needed for this package. And we have our choice. You can run Illegal Knight, or you could run the Wandering Griffin Rider, or you could run both. No reason not to run both. But we're running just the Illegal Knight for now. Maybe cut the DP package. You could just run more Wandering Griffin Rider. Alright, what else do we got? Well, we have the one final engine, which is very expensive, but also pretty fun. The triple hero lives, and two copies of Shadow Mist, and one Mass Change, and that's going to get you the darklaw in the extra deck. Now, this little engine is actually quite nice, and honestly, it's really easy. It doesn't lock you in anything. It does make you pay half your life points, and it is a little bricky because you don't want to draw your Shadow Mist, but otherwise, I really liked it. I think it's quite good. I didn't see any tier players, but I'm sure they were just so scared that they ran away the moment they saw me summon the Hero Lives. Alright, let's just show off the rest of the deck list in case you want to know what any other cards are. We got the Soul of Disaster, the other Unchained Soul. I don't know the names of them. They're just all Unchained. They're just so Unchained, you don't need to read them. Alright, we got Triple Prison. We got 1 Wailing. We got 2 Call by the Graves. We got Triple Escape. We got Triple Abominable Chamber. In the extra deck, you already saw Darklaw, Destiny Hero. We got Baron de Fleur. You can just summon your Legal Knight. Normal summon your Ash Blossom. Make a Baron. Easy. We got Lynx, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus, Unchained Solar Rage, Masquerena, Predaplant, Nightmare Unicorn, Blackluster Soldier, Unchained Soul of Anguish, Mech Knight Crusadia, Abomination, Access Code, and the Underworld Goddess. Hope you liked today's video. Let me know what sort of stuff you want to see next. There's some new cards coming out soon. Hopefully we get to test them out in some water-based decks. But I mean, this is a water deck. Look at this. Look at this. We got water monsters right here. All right. Let me know what you think. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.